Hey guys and girls, I'm back making some videos for you guys. I've probably been away for about 3 months. The reason being is, as you guys know, we just got a little baby girl, and the first 6 months is a bit crazy and hectic. We moved house. As you can see, I'm busy making videos in the attic. We'll still sort this out, and I also started a new job about 3 months ago. So things has been absolutely crazy, but now that things have settled back, I can start making videos. So this video, I'm just chat to you guys about where I want to take the YouTube channel, what new videos I want to introduce, while still keeping the KiCad and Altium tutorials that I enjoy making and that you guys seem to find helpful. In this channel, I will always make Altium and KiCad videos as I use the app or the application or the program. And I found something interesting that I think you guys should know, I will make a video about it. But what I also want to introduce is electronics for kids. So watching my 7-month-old baby grow up, it's quite interesting to see how everything's new, everything's exciting, and every day, every minute is a learning experience. And it's quite cool seeing that from the outside, and we kind of lose it as growing up. And I also noticed that the kids are way smarter than we think. So what I want to do is introduce electronics to kids on the YouTube channel as well. This is helpful for me because I want to teach my little girl. And also, if you guys been following me on Instagram and Facebook, you've known that I've actually made lesson plans for different schools, helping 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, learning about electronics, learning about programming. So those lesson plans for the schools were like a paying service, and I started thinking, I want to help everyone with electronics, and especially the people who can't afford it. So then I'm in like a vicious circle, because the people who can afford it can get better education, people who can't just lose out. So I will make everything free. So whatever I do teach the kids will be on my YouTube channels, the videos introducing electronics, how to program different components, how to use Scratch programming for Arduino, how to use the Arduino programming, and build up. With every video or playlist, there will be a slideshow. So the slideshow is just easier to go through to see how you can do it at home. I'll introduce you to the components you need for a specific tutorial, and how are they used and how they work individually and how to put them together. So now that I've briefly explained what I want to do, I will just show you guys briefly how the slideshows look like, what to expect, and what projects you can make. This is like aimed for 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, maybe even younger. Once we get to 11, 12, 13, we're going to become more advanced with programming. We might go away from the Scratch programming and then actually do the C Arduino code, which is quite exciting. Same concept, just a bit different. So let me show you what I am planning to do. So let's take lesson 1, for example. We use a kit like you see on the screen that's got many different components. I will share a link of where you can buy this, but also if you in a different country and you can't get this board, send me a message and I'll try to help you get to the components that you can do the same projects. You don't need to get the box, you can get the components for each tutorial, but this box I found a cost-effective way to do all the projects that will last you almost a year. So as you can see, lesson 1, we just speak a bit about what's inside the box, all the different components, things like that. Then we talk about electronics, safety-wise, don't short something, Ohm's law, probably one of the most important laws in electronics. We speak about that, and then I also make some videos.
So what is electronics? If you look around your house, I bet you...
Understanding Ohm's law, like I said, then we have a video for that explaining it in person.
Let's
it's much
discuss
easier
the
to
3
understand.
most important terms in electronics. It's called...
And then we also have an activity always. So this activity we go through, if I have a straw with water, the water is my current, and when I push it down and stop the water flow, that's my resistance. So then you can get an idea how electronics works. So if it's more harder for my current to flow through, like water, that means my resistor is quite high, or the amount I push it is less or higher. So when you understand the fundamentals a bit better, you can start putting it together and build circuits. So let's, for example, in lesson 4, we talk about controlling a motor. So a motor, as you guys, most of you know, is those things in your toy car that makes the wheels go forward or back. There's a motor connected to the wheel. So I speak about how the DC motor works, how to connect it directly. So if I supply power to it, it will just go. How to build in real life.
The first thing we want to do is connect the red.
And then I introduce a new component called the potentiometer. So potentiometer just increases and decreasing resistance, and that increases or decreases the current which makes your motor turn faster or slower. And again, show how it works. And then at the end, we start programming. So the programming, we use Scratch at the beginning. So this is just a nice way. I think a lot of kids know about it, but you can actually also use it to program electronics. So we use the Scratch to make a motor turn at different speeds. So that's basically it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, what type of tutorials you would like to see. So far we got about 10 lessons already, building our own keyboard, musical keyboard, so for push buttons, using keypads to change LEDs. There's a lot of different stuff. In the future I'm thinking about how to measure the moisture of your plant at home, and that's all that anyone can do, even if you're 9 or 10 years old. I'm also going to make the tutorials in such a way that kids should be able to do by themselves. As I understand, parents are quite busy as well and don't always have time to sit and make sure that everything's perfectly connected. So the tutorials will be slow, easy to understand, and will have step-by-step instructions. Your kids will be able to do it by themselves, and if not, then I failed. And that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Probably only 3% of you guys make it till the end, but thanks for holding on. So that, in short, I'm still going to keep doing KiCad, still going to keep doing Altium, but I am going to start introducing electronics for children. As I've got a little baby, I've just have this passion to help kids. I do think they can learn electronics way sooner than the schools allowed, the university allowed. They're much smarter than we think. Have a great day. Until next time, bye. Now that you've went through all the slides, you've watched the video about Ohm's law, about electronics. Now let's bring it to the real world. I want you guys to grab a straw, like a clothing peg. So I want you guys to grab a straw and a clothing peg and a glass of water. What I want you guys to do is suck up the water and blow it out. Easy. So you blowing is the voltage, and then the water going out is the current. So the harder you blow, the more water comes out. The softer you blow, the less you blow, the less water comes out. So that is a relationship between voltage and current. Now take the peg and put it on top of the straw. You'll notice now when you blow, less water will come out than before because I increased the resistance. So my peg is like a resistance. The tighter I close it, the less the water flows. So this is a great way to think about it once you start building your circuits. Once you put an LED on, if I put my resistor there, my current decreases, my output of my current is less, so my LED is not that bright. Everything will come around, but play around with this, start blowing, suck up the water and blow it, and see how you can change the voltage, current and resistor.